podcast for life.
Doggy Charles. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. The microphone messiah. Yeah. It's the microphone messiah. And Mr. No Days Off. Microphone messiah. Mr. No Days Off. Phil, Brandon, what's good, y'all? Let's go. Bullet Cast host. Look, this is the time for us to be great on podcasts. Let you know this is the time and how the vibe lasts. This is the feeling of time and when we on it. You know we got no time for no opponent, just the feeling. This is the time of the greats on everything that we say. You know we about getting paid. Every opinion of wrestling.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, the microphone messiah, Phillip Antoine. I'm joined by Marlee and Brandon. We're here to talk in yet another week in the world of professional wrestling. Don't ever cut me off again. You understand me, jabroni?
I didn't cut you off. I just interjected.
Yeah, don't ever interject while I'm speaking. You understand that? Wait
Yes,
for your
Daddy.
spot. Wait for your spot, Brandon.
I'm the Goldberg of the Bullet Cast. I just ran through everybody. And if I hurt someone else, who cares? It's their fault.
All right,
He should have saw it coming.
Don't give you. You're more like a Gilbert. Don't give yourself all that credit. Hold on now. Stop yourself. Marlee, how are you?
I'm chilling. Nothing too crazy happening on this end.
Yeet. If Brandon gets out of line, I might need you to hip toss him.
As long as he got his timing right.
I mean, as you just saw, the timing is off.
My timing is fantastic.
You're gonna have to do the work. You're gonna.
Yeah, you gotta jump and go. Jump and
I
go.
know. Yep. All right, a lot to talk about. Outside the ring, Asuka's had a successful surgery. You know, her knee has been messed up for a minute. No timetable on the return, and then we have all these contracts that are going on. When did the internet become contract experts? When did this happen?
No, they work
Since
in the
1996.
No. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is the most contract talk, I think, ever since at least we've been doing the podcast. In the 7 years that we've been here, we have never talked about contracts this much.
Almost like maybe now that WWE is under TKO and they're making so much money that maybe the wrestlers are a little more forthcoming about their contract status and wanting to get the most possible because they know the company's making a lot of money. So why don't they try to get a little bit of that pot?
Don't be forthcoming about your contracts. Let's live strictly in kayfabe, guys. Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
Be a terrible teammate. Don't tell anyone else what kind of money you're making. Screw up everyone else. And
Exactly. It's you never talk about your rate. Never talk about the money you're making with the boys. No.
Some things you just gotta keep to yourself.
Right. I don't even discuss my rate with my family.
Or you discuss
family.
your rate with your teammates, and you guys can all collectively bargain, and you can, get better rates for everybody. Almost like maybe, start a union or something. That'd be a crazy idea.
Openly talk about contracts. Don't get what you want. Go to another company, rule the company, and then it dies. And then maybe there'll be multiple documentaries about it. And then maybe a new one will be up on Vice. And maybe Bret Hart will talk absolutely crap about that company. You can do that.
And first episode free on YouTube. Don't forget that part.
Yes. So is that what you want, Brendan? Is that what you want people to do?
Yes, I want wrestlers to, try to get as much money as they can. I'm a terrible person for that.
No. But the going to another company and running it roughshod, and then it disbands, and then there are multiple documentaries about who killed it.
I mean, I don't want any company to die. Because more companies means more work, which means more competition, which means better offers.
Is it really competition or is it alternatives?
It's competing offers.
I mean, but if we look at like competition, like
Who's offering the most money? Who's gonna pay me first?
there are alternatives, and I mean, maybe the one on TNT is the only competition, you know. Other than that, Ricochet's contract status. Yeah, so this news broke last week randomly, like after he lost the speed title. It just randomly just came about that he was leaving WWE. I was like, where are these people getting this information from? Like, what's going? What? Again, I need to hear these people say it themselves. I need to hear Ricochet say it himself. Chad Gable say it himself. All these people with these contracts.
Don't you know the internet is in the room while they're writing up the contract?
No. I need concrete evidence. That's what I need. I'm not one that just believes the internet. I'm sorry.
I find Ricochet very interesting because he's still one of the best in-ring wrestlers in the world. Promo work has a little bit to be desired, and I think he's in a very interesting situation because obviously everyone's going to be like, "Oh, we should go to AEW," blah, blah, blah. But AEW has a lot of
it can't always be the answer.
AEW has a lot of ricochets on their roster. WWE Ricochet stands out, but he's kind of been pigeonholed into kind of like that mid-card status, maybe visiting the upper mid-card from time to time.
Mid-card status. He had a WWE Championship match with Brock Lesnar. Stop that.
Okay, he did one match. Good job.
He was the Speed Champion. Put some respect on his name.
He was the inaugural Speed Champion. Stop that.
It would be interesting for him to go back to New Japan. He can be one of the top gaijins over there, but with the yen the way it is, New Japan, I don't think they're in the market to be spending a whole lot. So and obviously with Samantha Irvin, his fiance, working at WWE, maybe that has a little bit to it. But we see a lot of co-promotion relationships going on these days. So I think Ricochet is a very interesting free agent signing wherever he may go, because I feel like he stands out the most in WWE, but if he wants to be like creative and get the best out of his abilities, because he's still 35, so he's still relatively young, and I think he hasn't really had any major injuries. I would not be shocked if he goes to AEW, or he goes like the Dolph Ziggler route or Mustafa Ali, where he is kind of a independent guy, where he works some New Japan, some TNA, your local mega indies, but those are kind of few and far between these days. So
ECWs.
I think Ricochet is in an interesting position, because if he does go to AEW, I mean, I think Will Ospreay is a better quote unquote Ricochet than what Ricochet does, just because his promo work, I think his character work, Will Ospreay, that is
what's his character? What's Will Ospreay's character? I don't know.
He is
being Will Ospreay, apparently.
He's a world-renowned athlete. He, cares about winning championships, and
okay,
he's a likable guy. He's
Mr.
a family
Perfect
man.
Was a world-renowned athlete. That's what they presented on television.
Yeah, I still don't know what Will Ospreay does.
Yeah, like what just because he can fly around and yells "bruv" doesn't that's his character? That's what you're telling me. He can do
a character doesn't need to be a gimmick. A character can just be a person, and he is Will Ospreay. And I think his promo work has shown to be pretty good.
Is it?
I don't know. I was streaming Dynamite yesterday, and I closed it before the main event because I didn't care to watch Will Ospreay. He hasn't really done anything to pull me in as a fan.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Well, I mean, we're just getting off on a tangent here, but I'll say this about Ricochet. Look, he can go to AEW. He will be treated great for a month. I mean, look at all these guys that what happened to Keith Lee? He was treated great for what? A little bit of time. He had a tag title run, started doing that whatever the hell he was doing, dyed his hair gray and all that other stuff. And what's he doing now?
I believe he's injured. He has something going on.
Yeah, he does have health issues. So
that is true. He had those health issues in WWE and whatnot. But yeah, like guys go there, they're treated well for like a month, and then that's kind of it.
Like I said, I don't think going to AEW would be the right fit for him, because he wouldn't stand out like he does in WWE. Or in New Japan.
I mean, we'll talk about Ricochet more once we get to the Raw side of things. Sexy Red had an airport brawl before Battleground,
and still made the show.
Right,
priorities.
Hey, Battleground was interesting. I mean, Jordan Gray's sexy red, Shawn Michaels with the chef hat, 5-star matches cooking up, Shawn Michaels twerking with sexy red. What is going on in the world of professional wrestling?
You know who NXT is for?
It's it's for the block. NXT's for the block, man. Oh man.
I thought Battleground was fun. I missed the first half because I was doing ring crew, but I came in during that triple threat.
Triple threat
From
was
that
great.
onward, it was beautiful. And then I watched the first half yesterday. Honestly, I think I wouldn't say 10 out of 10 show, maybe like 8.5, 9 out of 10 show. It was fun. It was interesting.
We'll talk about it more in depth once we get to inside the ring. But yeah, Chad Gable, apparently his contract status is going on. He's set to face Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. I mean, don't leave when you're doing this program with Otis. No, like what? No. But this is the most important Chad Gable's felt in a minute.
That's how you finish your story.
Yeah, I mean, this is the most he's felt important in a minute. So I'm gonna need him to stay around. Drew McIntyre was inducted into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame. Congrats to him. Now can he finish his story and win a championship and hold on to it in front of thousands of people? We'll see. We shall see. And then Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Do you guys believe in Joe Hendry?
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah. You see, I love Joe Hendry. This is a guy I can get behind. This is a guy I can get behind. I understand it. I like it. It's entertaining. He's been training.
What's his character, Phillip?
You don't know?
I don't know. Tell me, what's his character?
He is a guy that believes in himself, and he will do anything to get there on the right path. He would go the right way of doing things to get to the top. This guy took a bet on himself, recorded a hit. Has it gone platinum yet? Is this?
I don't even think it made number. I think it made number one. I'm not too sure. Let me Google that real quick.
He's a guy that took a bet on himself and organically got over. Brandon, that's his character. That's what Joe Hendry is. He's been training in the dungeon with TJ and Natty. You love to see it, putting in that work. I'm gonna need Joe Hendry to pop up on WWE television with this theme song. I'm gonna need that.
He went number one on iTunes UK.
Okay. That's something.
It's better than iTunes Canada.
Okay.
And it went viral on TikTok. So I mean, he's got some stuff going for him.
Yes. This is what I love to hear. God. Brandon, do you believe in Joe Hendry?
Yes, I believe in Joe Hendry. Clap, clap.
You don't seem that enthusiastic about believing in Joe Hendry.
Sorry. I'll be more enthusiastic when he shows up next week at the Battle Royal. Allegedly.
We shall see. All right, let's get into it. Fan mail in Brightest Day X.
Mr. X.
Gee, all right, here we go.
Who day?
Bringing it back to the shoe discussion last week. I myself bought my first pair of Jordans a couple years ago. The Jordan 8s with the aqua color way. Okay.
Oh, you mean the one? I can go grab those real quick. Great shoe, Mr. X. I love those shoes.
Last year, I bought 2 pair of Jordan 6s or the 91 Jordans. We called them as kids. He says he has some in electric green. Wanted these 2 versions of Jordans, but could never afford them as a kid, so it's cool to own them or own several pair now. Right on, brother. He says, I was just thinking about this. Are we surprised that Tony Khan hasn't run shows from either the Hammerstein Ballroom or the 2300 Arena, aka the ECW Arena? Being that was he was a huge ECW fan. Well, shows run there often, so I can't speak for the Hammerstein, but from what I saw from the 2300 when I was there, like shows do run there often. So I mean, it's possible he can get a date, but it's just about like.
I wonder, like from the production side, like the ECW Arena is like very small. I think the Hammerstein you can run it, but it's also like. It's like the second level of like a building and stuff like that. So like
you can do production at the ECW Arena. Like I saw like Battleground, they had a really good production set up WrestleMania weekend. So it's possible. Plus the whole ECW tribute show that they did. It is possible to have like a nice production. They had a nice stage there and stuff. still fit a nice amount of people in there. It'd be that's kind of what AEW needs to do though. Like with the you know the house being empty like it has been. Run intimate venues like that. That's fine. That's okay. Pack about like 2,000 people into a venue and just have them go crazy. That's fine.
And that's what Paul Heyman did. I mean, when ECW was hot in the mid 90s, he could have gone to like a minor league hockey arena instead of, staying in the ECW arena, but he always said he'd rather turn away 50 people or 100 people than have like 300 seats empty. And it's all about visuals. And unfortunately, AEW has done pretty well at like masking the crowd, because I think like this past Wednesday, the Dynamite show looked pretty good. I think it was in Des Moines, so it wasn't like a major venue, but
look, this is why Paul Heyman is a Hall of Fame mind. Just take after him. Okay, he also says, okay, first Mommy and now Liv Morgan is trying to get him, albeit for revenge, but still, I never thought I'd say this, but I wish I was Dominic Mysterio. What the hell is happening? We're gonna talk
Mr. X, straight to horny jail.
We are going to talk about this.
I'm gonna have to kink shame.
Hey, we don't kink shame around here. We can bonk. Mr. X, bonk.
Oh, he says on that note, we all saw Finn pocket that room key, right? Yo.
It was very nice because it wasn't obvious like some of the other things do. They do like, it wasn't like, oh my God, Shayna Baszler is in the background talking to the underrated Sonya Deville.
Okay, well they don't mention that. You just see it. Like
yes, but it was very, because I knew what happened because I saw it on Twitter, and I missed it when I was looking for it. Sleight of hand, Finn.
That boy Finn slide with it, man. Hey, yo, Raw is raunchy. I mean, that's all that it is. Raw is on some other things. You're gonna talk about that.
The Attitude Era is back.
Man, wrestling is back. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Let's get into this. SmackDown, Cody versus AJ Styles will be official for Clash at the Castle. It is going to be I Quit. It was a simple, like the reason why we're having the I Quit match is Cody said, well, I'm going to make you say what you should have said last week. I quit. Simple as that, bro. Quick and easy. I love it. It's simple.
Man, I thought Cody showed good intensity. He didn't like mope around and cry, and he just was straightforward. As you said, I did like the I Quit statue being added for a reason. So I quite enjoyed it.
See what? Like when Cody gets angry, I dig it. I'm a fan. Marlee, what are your thoughts?
I just saw a tweet that said that AJ Styles is undefeated in I Quit matches. So I don't know.
Really?
How much longer Cody's going to be holding on to this title. It's one of those matches that can go either way.
But how sinister is AJ about to get with this? Is Pharaoh going to be at ringside? Is he going to grab the dog?
Cody's mom's going to be there.
AJ might go back into his TNA bag. That's all I'm going to say. We might be getting the Get Ready to Fly, AJ.
You know he hated that theme song?
That pisses me off because that was one of the greatest theme songs.
It was dope. But man, that when he had They Don't Want None, when that came out on WWE, I don't know. That was that thing. But Get Ready to Fly was Get Ready to Fly. That was my joint.
Even on NXT, Cody he seems very confident going into this match. I'm not too mad.
Oh, we're gonna talk about my guy Cody Rhodes on NXT. We're gonna talk about that. KO and the Profits brawl with the Bloodline, the Infamous. Oh my goodness, I am blanking. Tama Tonga is the new right hand man, and then Tongaloa is the infamous Tongaloa. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Just a slap in the face to Jey Uso, who was the original right hand man, but now he's main event Jey Uso.
You can even hear the crowd like, ooh, and they gave Tama Tonga the right hand man, so it was effective.
Yeah. We never found out what MFT meant, did we?
No, I don't think we did.
I want to believe it's my mother effing Tongan. Like I think that's or my effing Tongan. Like I think that's what it meant, or mother effing Tongan. One of those three things. Yeah, the crowd chanting, "We want Roman." Solo just mouthing him, "Now you do." Solo's the head of the table until the real head of the table returns. Then Kevin Owens comes out there to brawl. The Street Profits save him, leads to Kevin Owens going up against Solo later on in the night. And Solo embracing his inner tribal chief. A spear and then a triple power bomb, shield to Jace. Yeah, which is crazy because last week was the 10-year anniversary when the Shield died.
T's and P's.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. It still hurts.
I think the new bloodline has kind of found its speed. Like it's a little bit repetitive in terms of like what they're
WWE speed.
New champion Andrade.
Shout out.
Sorry, Ricochet. But they're kind of hitting. They found their groove, and it's a little bit repetitive. But I think they're playing their roles well, especially Paul. I think the main thing is just Paul has accepted what he's in right now. Like he just accepted. Roman's not going to be here for a while, so I just got to stick it out with these guys.
They gonna cook. Let them cook.
It's the interim bloodline.
Yes, the interim bloodline until the real or whatever bloodline comes. As the bloodline turns, it's been an interesting saga. I'm down. These are the bloodlines of our lives.
There is a little debate going on about Roman Reigns' return. Somebody was like, do we want him to return prior to SummerSlam or at SummerSlam? If he is even returning at SummerSlam. Dude needs a break, but would it be better prior or on the show itself?
This is the biggest party of the summer. You need the biggest star of the industry to show up.
I mean, I did see when Brock Lesnar returned at the 21 SummerSlam, so you could do something similar, but it's not the main event. I would assume whatever the Bloodline's doing, it's not going to be the main event, so probably wouldn't want to do that.
If Roman Reigns is back and he's having a match at SummerSlam, it's the main event.
No, I'm saying like if he returns at SummerSlam, the Bloodline isn't going to be the main event. So, do you really want to have Roman come back and it's like not in the main event spot, and maybe that like overshadows other stuff? So that's just the thing I worry about. But question:
when Roman Reigns comes back, I'm gonna need a couple things to happen. Everybody wants the Bloodline War Games and all that. Look, I'm gonna need him to have his match with Solo. I'm gonna need him to reunite with the Usos. I'm going to need him to get revenge on Seth for costing him this championship because Seth really robbed us of some greatness. Okay? I'm going to need him to wrestle The Rock, and then I'm going to need to rematch with Cody. I'm going to need the rubber match. No chicanery, just straight up, who's the better man? I'm gonna need those 5 things to happen.
Yeah, he's got to come back and remind everybody why he is the tribal chief.
The head of the table. The most dominant champion in 30-something years? Yeah.
I think he gave it a little space with Cody and Roman, but if you wait till like 20, 26, 27, and like, maybe Roman and or Cody are like on the way out, you can like have that Rock Austin 19 match where it's just like these two legends go at it one last time. It's probably good.
We'll get that at WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia.
Can't wait.
All right, we going?
Absolutely not.
I
like to guarantee that I will fly back from the WrestleMania.
I'll watch that one from home.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I mean, I am planning on going to Las Vegas WrestleMania. There's no guarantee I'm flying back home from that WrestleMania, so I digress.
Vegas WrestleMania is about to be crazy. We gonna have some fun, y'all. All right, LA Knight, goes on to defeat Carmelo Hayes. Really good match, really good showing from Carmelo. And then Logan Paul, who just interviewed Donald Trump. Yeah. I think they're gonna need to get a new United States championship. Donald Trump touched that one.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened. That was definitely
it's tainted with convictions now. Yeah.
Don't want a felon touching my championship.
Hello. Anyway, so Logan Paul, he comes up on the screen and good promo from him, man. He talked his ish and said he's gonna have everybody saying Logan Paul. Yeah, I was like, okay. Logan Paul's losing. He's losing that championship in Cleveland to LA Knight. I can feel it.
He has to.
Yes.
What is left for him besides YouTube? Because Vine is dead.
Vine is dead. Oh, Logan Paul could win Money in the Bank, guys. That's a possibility. Logan Paul could lose the U.S. title at SummerSlam and then beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE title at SummerSlam. Crazier things have happened in this business.
Yep.
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 Marlee does not look amused by any of that I just said.
Yeah, that's
That no.
Logan Paul could have done anything else with his career. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, he's done great things so far. And
He could have done
in this
anything and everything else in his career, and I'm not talking about WWE.
that is true.
He could have avoided WWE altogether, but that's just me.
Brandon, tell us about the Bailey Piper Niven segment.
Well, Bailey comes out, she tries to cut a promo, and then Piper Niven and Chelsea Green interrupts her, and then Chelsea Green, I know she's very entertaining in her like comedy role, but I think she could be either a really good manager or like a really good, like wrestler. But she's found her lane, and
she'd be a great manager, yeah.
And they beat down on Bailey and build up Niven strong before Clash at the Castle. Another Scotsman getting a title shot that's probably gonna lose.
Chelsea Green did have that classic with Penta in Lucha Underground when she was Reclusa. So if she can tap into that energy, she'd probably be doing a lot more than what she's doing right now.
Chelsea Green Dragon Lee blood feud. I need
exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
Don't think it's gonna happen, but you never know.
I walked in on that. Yeah. Piper Niven, Bailey was giving her praise, for the Mae Young Classic. She's like, the Mae Young Classic was in 2017. Look how long it's taken me to do something. Which, I mean, she's kind of glossing over the whole dewdrop thing, which, I was saying on the show, like, look, Piper Niven, she did some things in WWE. Dewdrop had a main event title program with Bianca Belair. You know what I'm saying? Like,
put some respect on Dewdrop.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, they did the Hogan Andre spot with Bianca and Dewdrop like almost every other week.
Yes. Yes. She was in a main event program. Y'all stop. Stop it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I'm gonna Bailey's. I think she's gonna win, and then we're gonna move on to Nia versus Bailey for this women's championship, and then Nia's gonna do what she does. Yes, the Annihilator's gonna annihilate.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Nia Jax title run.
It's been a minute. The last one was 2018.
Yeah, that was like WrestleMania when she fought Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, 34, and then she wrestled Ronda Rousey for it, and then Alexa cashed in at that Money in the Bank. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. And then Ronda and Nia ran it back at TLC in San Jose a couple months later.
Oh, yeah, that was that December. Yeah.
Yes. Were you there?
I wasn't there. I wanted to go, but I didn't get tickets in time.
Brandon, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the last pay-per-view they did out here? Because they haven't done a pay-per-view out here in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, that pay-per-view, it was what? It was Styles and Bryan for the WWE title. It was Jon Moxley with the mask and Dean Ambrose versus Seth for the Intercontinental title. That triple.
It was like
Asuka.
It was Asuka, Becky, and Charlotte in that triple threat. Yeah.
Yes.
Ladder match.
Ruby Riott and Natalya in a tables match, which was surprisingly a decent match.
And then what was it? Randy Orton and Ray in a chairs match. Like, that's a pretty good card. I mean, some good stuff on that one. Moving on, inside the ring, NXT Battleground. Really good show. The women's North American title match. To put those women in a ladder match, given up, their skill sets and all being relatively new to this business, it was good work. Military pressing Lash Legend onto that ladder. Oh, Jesus. Soul Ruka, just hitting those soul snatchers.
I was just about to bring that up, the back-to-back soul snatchers, one in the corner, one on the ladder.
She's going to be great in the women's Money in the Bank. She's going to be awesome. Oh, man. Shout out to Kalani Jordan. She got the dub. I was trying to see my girl Jada Parker win that because she just has an aura about her. You know what I'm saying? Like Like
No,
she knows she's that she's that big. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, good stuff. Um, yeah. What else? Bro, all ego Ethan Page has felt more important in like 2 weeks than he did his whole AW career.
damn, that's crazy.
Am I wrong?
No,
I would be.
because after the American Top Team stuff and Scorpio Sky, I was kind of like, what happened?
What the I forgot. What happened to Scorpio Sky?
He cut a promo on Collision last week or something like that.
Oh,
I
he's
think
still there.
he is still there. Yeah,
Jeez.
I watched the product.
Oh.
Geez. Oh God. I'm sorry. But
He's
yeah,
almost doing like a similar version of Jericho where he's cutting babyface promos, but it kind of seems like he's insincere about it. So I don't know what's going on there.
yeah, just get SCU back together. That was fun. Yeah, but all ego Ethan Page has felt more important in 2 weeks than he has his whole AW career. Stop me when I'm telling lies. Good stuff. Trick Williams, he retained, celebrated with Sexy Red. Jordan Grace and Roxanne Perez, they did the damn thing. Punk talked to Roxanne. She just wasn't feeling it. So if you've seen that footage, yeah, Sexy Red had Sarah Schreiber twerking like it.
We cashed the under on that basically only because Sexy Red was on the show like 3 or 4 times. So the 6.5 cashed the under on that on the twerking.
It's a lot happened on this show. A lot of things happened. Which Axiom and Nathan Frazier, really, I mean, I know they're thrown together, but like I watch them, like okay, they do work as a tag team.
Yeah,
Really liking that
solidified it for
tandem.
me.
Yeah, good stuff, and the intimate feeling of that building, I loved it. I thought they did really well. And then you go to NXT. Cody Rhodes said that there's going to be a battle royal to determine Trick Williams' next challenger. People could appear from other places. It's been noted. Most important thing that happened on NXT. Trick Williams invited Cody Raheem Rhodes to the cookout.
Yeah, he did. But I feel like Cody's been invited since he married Brandy.
Cody's bringing the potato salad.
As long as you don't put raisins in it. He knows better. Honestly, he should know better.
Cody he about to douse it up with some Lowry's and some Old Bay, some cayenne pepper. Cody might as well bring the deviled eggs too.
I don't know if this was AI or not, but I think it was real. Brian Alvarez on whatever it is, their recap show.
Oh no, that was real.
Thought that they were talking about a legit NXT fans cookout.
Oh,
he did not know it was an allegory for the black community.
That's
poor man.
That's the most Caucasian thing ever.
The caucasity of it all.
Right? The caucasity. Oh my, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, if we say you're invited to the cookout, it is a metaphor for you.
Not to be confused with the NXT group Metaphor.
Yes, not metaphor, but metaphor, an allegory, as if you will, daddy. Yes, there you go.
It's the highest honor.
Yes, it is the highest honor. It means you're accepted within our community. You are down with us. You can't say the word because that's the first thing people do. Like, well, you invited to the cookout. Can I say it? All right, no, never mind.
No,
you're gone. Good.
Privileges revoked.
I did think it was cute how Lexus King, Sean Spears, Cody, and Ethan Page were all pointing at each other like, "Hey." I thought that was a nice little.
Cody even said on NXT, "You guys are in a good place." Double entendre.
Right? You see, and yeah, it's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad at all. Io Sky, she's gonna be at this. What? When was this announced?
This was announced on Monday night, Tuesday morning, whenever the hell the latest Marigold stuff was happening. They were going to have a Marigold.
Yeah. She had like a
Summer Destiny in July. We got Io Sky taking on Utami Hayashishida, which are two of the great Stardom wrestlers of their time, and they're both in the same faction. I forget exactly what the faction name was, but this is a dream match of sorts, and so the continuation of Marigold WWE continues. We did see Io on Raw say like damage control needs to change, so maybe we get some Marigold wrestlers involved in WWE and Damage Control. That should be very interesting. But Io Sky going back to Japan.
Okay, I love to see it. I love to see it. Trick Williams next challenger. We just talked about that. TNA faces possibly showing up in the Battle Royal. I'm gonna need Joe. I'm gonna need that music to hit next week.
He did say other locker rooms.
It's like somebody from GCW. What's Jimmy Lloyd doing here? Big pop out to be if somebody from GCW, Jordan Oliver, Jimmy Lloyd.
Jordan Oliver and NXT would actually cook.
Yeah. By the way, NXT Battleground. That's Dana. I mean, Ash by Elegance. That popped me. I love the little acknowledgments like that, bro. That popped.
Had the double take on that one.
Yeah, that did pop me. Oh man, I love it all. I really do. All right, Pro Wrestling Nova and WWE on Sunday. Wow,
At their Buntai event, they're having
Buntai.
There's an announcement happening from a specific superstar. They haven't specified who, but I'm pulling it up here. A major announcement from Noah and WWE will be made at our Yokohama Buntai event on Sunday. A message from a certain wrestler will also be released.
Wrestling is doing things right now that's fun to watch. I love all this. I love it all.
And I literally just saw it. The new Uncle Howdy group is starting to film their promos, and they might come as soon as Monday.
Well, yeah, June 17th was the thing. That's been the on all these what you call it, all these
QR codes. Yeah.
Alexa Bliss re-dyed her hair, so it's official. She's coming back.
Yeah, I saw Sam Roberts was a clue in these Uncle Howdy things and everything, and it's a lot. It's a lot that's been going on. A lot's been happening. Let's go over Monday Night Raw. This is what I've been waiting to talk about. Yo, this thing is crazy right now, man. Liv is in the quarters of the Judgment Day with Dominic. He's like, you need to get out of here. She's like, you don't need to be with a woman that makes you call her mommy. You need to be with a woman that is willing to call you daddy. I said, whoa. She slides
family show.
We getting ready for Netflix. Okay. Slides him that hotel key. He's like, man, and then he's with the boys like, man, she gave me the hotel key. Carlito's like, oh, that's cool. He's just so random with them.
And then he read the room.
You need to lock in and focus.
Right. And then Finn slid and took that thing. Oh man, just little subtleties I love. And then plus remember the purple bandana that she had? And then what you call it, JD McDonough had it at the there's a house show at White Plains like a week or 2 weeks ago. He was still wearing the purple bandana, so it's flowing around. You love to see it. And then that leads to what Strowman, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio going up against the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day loses. Selena Vega knocks Liv Morgan off the apron. She falls on to Dominic. I'm like, yo, this is what is happening on television.
Bringing back that Edge and Lita.
No, they wouldn't do that again.
They're saving that for Netflix.
I mean, if you remember, they did almost do it with like Lashley and Lana, like in a hotel room or something.
Okay, but
or was that Uso? It was something. I forget who it was.
That was in a hotel room. It wasn't like live in front of people.
Yeah, but they still had a video camera on it. They're still showing it.
But could you imagine if they were to do it like the way Edge and Lita did it, and then "This Is My Brutality" hits? That would be something.
That would be a pop.
I would be like, whoa. But yeah, I mean, all this is going in a direction. I mean, he has to give in, right? Like he's going to give in to this. Or maybe just when he's about to, Rhea Ripley return.
A man is only so strong.
You can only do so much.
Right, you can only withhold for so long. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, they have a promo segment talk about, their match. And then Priest says you can face Finn Balor tonight. If you win, then the Judgment Day is banned. McIntyre defeats Balor, so the Judgment Day will be banned. He's showing Pumpkin. Is that the Uncle Howdy? What did this end?
That was Uncle Howdy.
What did he say? What's going on? Is it the end of the world as we know it?
It is the end of the world as we know it. I don't know what the hell.
Oh, Jesus.
I have not been keeping up with the QR codes. I've been waiting for Twitter to decode them.
It's like there was like a 55-minute video they put on Twitch, which
It was I'm not sitting through all that and waiting for Twitter to decode it.
It's a lot that's been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah. So Judgment Day's banned at Clash at the Castle. Punk has to show up. Like this. Like, come on. Like
I just saw something that said Punk is going to be the most hated man at Clash in the Castle.
Yeah. Well, look. See, we know CM Punk is a petty man. Phil's we're petty. We're petty individuals. I'm a petty mofo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So that's gonna be interesting. Gable attacks Sami Zayn again. Just beating him down. Otis, turns to Gable. The people. The rumblings are happening. We're gonna get it, man. Gable versus Otis at SummerSlam. We're gonna get that.
I thought Chad Gable was talking to Ivy Nile in one of the backstage segments too.
Yeah, like that. That's gonna be his new, the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. I think it's gonna be his new thing. I'm down. I'm down for all that. Moving on from that, Braun Breaker defeats Ilya Dragunov and then decimates Ricochet. Samantha Irvin was crying. He made the most beloved person in the industry cry. That's crazy.
So did Cody Rhodes when he won.
Well, those were happy tears.
But she still made her cry.
Yes. These were sad, distraught tears.
Shout out to Ricochet for that concrete bump, though. Jesus Christ.
Concrete bumps, and then the car spot. See, sugar glass, guys, sugar glass.
It's not real glass.
Yeah, CM Punk didn't have a problem with this one. He's carted off in the ambulance, and Samantha goes with him. So I'm gonna say my piece. I think he'll be back and take out Braun Breaker. I'll say it now. Where everybody's talking about all the Will Ospreay of it all, and the swerve of it all, and the all this other stuff. Give him some time. Let him come back. Braun Breaker versus Ricochet, SummerSlam. We could do that. We could do that real quick. Have Ricochet get a big win while Braun just keeps decimating people for the next couple months. Maybe Braun Breaker's in the Money in the Bank and he's about to win. Then Ricochet shows up and costs him. Huh? Dude, have we thought of that yet?
I don't know. I don't know when Ricochet's thing ends. They say it's like in July sometime. But I do agree with you that I think this gives him the out to where he can either be gone forever, or I think even if he doesn't resign, you bring him back, you get that big pop. People get behind Ricochet because at this point, everyone kind of knows what's going on. And then Braun Breaker just beats him again. You get like a little mini story out of this. So
things are happening.
I don't think it gets all the way to SummerSlam, but I think it can be a really solid Raw main event, which you probably want at this point.
We shall see.
Yeah, because I see Braun Breaker and Money in the Bank. He might win the thing.
It's possible. I mean, him, main event Jey Uso, we'll see. Awesome Truth retained the tag titles against Akam and Razor, the Authors of Pain. And then Io Sky defeats Lyra Valkyria. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, they run down there to
underrated Kaden Carter.
Yes, of course. Make the save for Lyra. She was about to get beaten down. Let's go into AEW. All right, the Elite Challenge AEW, or 5 of AEW's best to Blood and Guts.
If they're challenging 5 of AEW's best to Blood and Guts, why are the Acclaimed out there?
They were some of AEW's best. They
were.
I mean,
God, how do you
can I take my victory lap about the Acclaim when they won the titles? Like, get as much out as you can, because I don't think they're going to last that long. And look at where we are now.
No, yeah, because I'm waiting for that Anthony Bowens solo run. Free Anthony Bowens right now.
It is the way that they are handled. I mean, come on. How is that going up? They could still be running hot with that. They have to be on TV to do it.
They are on TV. They're on TV a lot. That's probably the issue.
Where?
I mean, they are on TV a lot, but and not a lot of wrestling is happening with them. It's a lot of talking, a lot of yapping.
I miss the glory days of the Acclaimed. It hurts. It hurts me.
July 24th in Nashville. Blood and Guts, or Elite versus AEW. I don't know who's going to be the fifth man for the Elite, because they did make a point to say it's usually 5-on-5. They try to recruit Swerve. Swerve was having none of it. So they are. I do like how, the champion of your promotion is acknowledging, the heel EVPs and stuff like that, even though he's not in a full-blown feud with them. Some good synergy. I assume Swerve will be in it. Probably. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Hangman. I think Hangman joining the heel Elite is a perfect fit, but I don't know what's going on with him personally, health wise or whatever. It's up with that.
And then you run him and Swerve back just opposite. Hangman's the heel, Swerve's the babyface. You can do that.
Exactly.
Nashville, can we get Jeff Jarrett on Team AEW?
That's what everyone wants. Just have Jarrett and his clowns take on the EVPs. That's just gonna
Jarrett, Lethal, Satnam Singh. Yes.
Easy sell.
Sanjay Dutt. Yes.
And Swerve.
Yes.
Easy sell up.
I mean, it's Nashville. JEFFJARWT. I messed that all up. I'm sorry.
JEFFJARRETT.
Yeah, that's what I said. Somewhat. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jack Perry defeated Dustin Rhodes in the TNT qualifier. Wow.
Yeah, so now Perry's in the ladder match for the TNT title. Just unnecessarily bloody from Dustin Rhodes. I don't know why they had to do that. And then also, if your heel is gonna win the match with a low blow, maybe you don't have the legacy babyface do his low blow spot earlier in the match. But that's just me.
Oh, he hit the Shadow Dreams.
Yep.
Rush versus MJF next week. Okay.
Yeah, it's commercial free. They, for some reason, they made a big deal about that.
Yeah.
This
week, commercial free.
Well, just the match is commercial free. This week, going up against the NBA Finals, you can tell they kind of didn't put everything into the show. So next week, I think they're going to try to really load it up.
I watched a little bit of the NBA Finals last night.
Congratulations, Phillip.
It really is Boston and Dallas. I sat down. I was like, huh, this is real. Okay. When the hell did Kyrie Irving go to Dallas?
2 years ago when he was on his, anti-Semitism COVID shit.
He was with the Nets. He was with Brooklyn, right?
That's what he was on, his anti-Semite COVID shit.
See, you can't say I don't pay attention. Stop that. You didn't expect me to know that, did you? Yeah.
Who did he play before that?
I mean, what? He wasn't a Clipper, was he? No, he wasn't a Clipper.
Kind of close.
I don't know enough about basketball to justify this.
I almost said OKC for a second. I almost went there. That was old Russell.
Well, for Mr. X, we do have the Stanley Cup Finals Game 3 tonight in Edmonton.
Yes,
America's team.
America's team, baby. Yes. Where did Kyrie play before the Nets? Tell me.
Well, he was drafted by the Cavs, won a championship there. Then went
to
the Celtics.
Yes. He was with Boston. Wow.
Yeah.
It's just like Shaq, just going around. Huh? Celtics,
yeah.
Magic, and Lakers, just going around. Huh?
I mean, he was with the Magic first, but anyways, I know everyone loves this. If you want to listen to sports and wrestling, Curveballs and Chair Shots.
That's still a thing.
Still a thing.
Oh, okay. TV time with Chris Jericho happened.
Yep, and
it happened.
He's feuding with Private Party now, so
they should have been. Oh, they could have been so much bigger. They could have been so much bigger when they beat the Young Bucks in the first, in that tag title tournament when AEW first started. I thought, okay, this is a move in the right direction, and then nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened.
I think they've been dealing with injuries. It's like when one is hurt, then the other one's hurt, and
yeah,
they haven't really been able to.
The last time I saw these guys, one of them moaned in Kenny Omega's ear.
Yeah, because Mark Quinn was injured, and they had nothing really else for Isaiah. I think because it was after Brother Zay. I don't remember what else happened.
So they
lost me.
They've been a staple of Rampage, I think.
They had nothing for him, so they had him moaning Kenny Omega's ear.
Pretty much.
All right. Ospreay defeats Phoenix for the international title. Then Swerve and Ospreay have a face-off. I effing love this, bruv. This is what I want, bruv. This is wrestling, bruv. That's all the people on the internet. That's what they're saying.
I don't think that's exactly what the promo was, but
no, that's what the people on the internet are saying.
Okay, it was a really good match.
Be careful. You might get blacklisted.
I mean, it's exactly what you think these guys would be doing.
Will Ospreay. That's a story for another time.
First off, I don't think a man of his pigment should be doing any kind of blacklisting. If there's going to be a blacklist, I think it should come from a black man. Just saying. Anyway, moving on from that.
I really enjoy. Before we move on, I would like to put over. God forbid I say something positive about AEW. I thought the Swerve Ospreay face off at the very end was fantastic.
I do like the callback to, was it their Defy match? That's the only good thing about this Swerve Ospreay main event for me.
Ospreay took the title from Swerve, and Swerve like whispered in his ear, which you could hear everything. It was like, if we weren't friends, I'd beat your ass right now. But he took the title and walked away.
Headbutt him. You don't deck him. I want to see some scrapping. I'm tired of it. I want to see.
Also, Prince Nana's whole ass was out at the beginning of the Dynamite.
Oh,
yeah.
Pause. What?
Like it was just right in. It was just right there.
Oh.
Yep. So if you haven't watched Dynamite, there you go. There's an incentive to watch Dynamite.
Tony was like,
I don't know if that was on my stream. I do not remember that.
That's something. All right. Clash of the Castle is going down this Saturday. Be sure to watch. The women's tag team titles are on the line. It's a triple threat. Bianca and Jade defend against Alba Fire and Ilsa Dawn, and against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Shayna Baszler did good stuff with the NXT Underground thing at the Battleground pay-per-view. Congratulations to that. I got the champs retaining.
I do as well. I have no idea why they had that tag match on Raw, just for Baszler and Stark to just run through Fire and Dawn. Like, what was the point of that? Like, I just assumed we are going to get some schmoz with, Belair and Cargill run in, but no, they beat the other team, and so why should I care about Fire and Dawn? Like, okay, they're from Scotland, so cool, but I thought that, and it's kind of a cold match to begin with, and you just put ice all over that other team, but whatever.
Yeah, champions are probably going to retain.
Oh, absolutely. Let's before we get away from this, T's and P's going out to Alba Fire. Her mother was killed in a car accident last month. Yeah.
T's and P's.
Yes, T's and P's.
T's and P's.
Probably the most analysis I've ever given for a women's tag team match, to be honest.
You did. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Sami Zayn defends the Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable. Thank you. God, man, do we?
I mean, I think this is where you have to pull the trigger with Otis. You have to do it here.
Yeah, I was going to say either pull the trigger with Otis or set up the Creed brothers.
I'll go.
Or both.
I'll go the Sami Zayn retention.
Yeah, I'm going with Sami Zayn to retain, but I think you need to pull the trigger on Otis. I do not think there's going to be a lot of happy moments for the Scotland crowd, so I think you give it to them here. You could have, the new Alpha Academy attack Otis, and he can kind of go off and do that. But
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so either you do this, or crazy idea, you have Otis turn heel and be an angry heavy for Chad Gable. But I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think you just give the people what they want and have Otis attack Gable.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say, I think Sammy retains. Chad berates Otis. Otis, you pull the trigger on Otis, and the Creed brothers come in and beat down Otis, and that's how you set up this heel Creed brothers Gable trio.
I love it all. All right. Damian Priest defends World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. I believe CM Punk will show up, say his name, and he will appear. And he will cost Drew McIntyre yet again, thus leading to a big blockbuster match between the two.
At SummerSlam.
Yes, hopefully it's SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's got to be a SummerSlam setup.
Has to be.
I feel as though it's almost too obvious for Punk to come out, for them to not do it. I think Priest does win, but I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of like it's so obvious. I feel like they shouldn't do that, even though it kind of makes sense.
Sometimes the most obvious thing is what you need to do. Is what you
See how it was obvious that Cody won the Royal Rumble, and look where he is now. Prime example.
Yeah. All right. Bayley versus Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship. I got Bayley retaining.
Bayley, because we got to get Nia versus Bayley at SummerSlam.
Right. Hey, we want some Bayley. Who? Huh? Will you be my girl? All right. Lastly, it is an I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. The phenomenal AJ Styles tries to dethrone the American Nightmare, my guy, Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Cody wins, AJ quits, and he shows up at TNA.
They do have like a 20th anniversary, like a Slammiversary 20 or something's happening. So I would like to see AJ there. That'd be nice. Yeah, I got Cody Luther King taking it home.
I say Cody, but AJ's also undefeated in I Quit matches, so he could show up at Slammiversary's 20th anniversary with or without the title.
Marlee, I need Cody to win. This would be a great Juneteenth for us. A great Juneteenth barbecue celebration.
You know, either or. Wow.
All right, that's going to do it. We'll be back for a recap of Classic next week. Thank you guys so much. As always, be safe.
Let's get it on, yeah. It's the Bullet Cast, Microphone Messiah, Mr. No Days Off. It's the Bullet Cast, the Microphone Messiah, Mr. No Days Off. It's the Bullet Cast, the Microphone Messiah, Mr. No Days Off. It's the Bullet Cast, the Microphone Messiah, Mr. No Days Off.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.